for this evening's festivities. We are delving back into the turn-based roguelite strategy game Iratus, Lord of the Dead. We must support our intrepid hero, our anti-hero, non-hero, well, supervillain in his quest to conquer the world with his undead army. Here we go. So here's where we're at last time. Loading up here, we had done 12 battles, and oh wow, it looks like we got this team is all roughed up. See, their health is all hurting. This team is fresh, super fresh. Like this Dampier is only level 2. Let's take a look at what we can create. So after, I will share that in my personal playthrough on the easiest difficulty, I have tried out all of these creatures that you see here, right? And honestly, certain ones are real standouts and certain ones are stinkers. So I'm just going to kind of go over him. I'm a big fan of the skeleton. He's not OP, but he's very consistent. And as is the Dark Knight, same thing with him. Especially the two of these together, actually. And I said this the last time. What's cool about the two of these guys is that this guy buffs this guy, and they can kind of sort of protect each other. The Dark Knight is your tank, right? He can tank tons of damage. And the skeleton can be a tank sometimes too, and a little bit of DPS, both of them. They're just kind of role players. So the zombie, for the longest time, I was not a fan of the zombie, but I realized I was just kind of playing him wrong. He's truly a glass cannon, like almost literally, right? Because he fires a cannon, if you remember correctly. Let me show you him. I think I have one shitting around here somewhere. Did I even make one? No, I guess I didn't even make one in this playthrough. The reason I say he's a bit of a glass cannon is because he's super fragile for some reason. For some reason, the enemies always go after him. He doesn't have very good armor or blocking or kind of dodging, which is not dodging per se, but evading. I call it evading in this game, evasion. So, why do I keep looking away? Dadgummit. Dadgummit! So, but the thing is, the zombie can do massive amounts of damage from the back of the line with one of his abilities, and that would be bombardment. It's really strong, whether you turn it into a magic one or keep it a physical one, just because it does a lot of damage, especially if you start to stat up his base damage. But I mean, he's super magic resilient, but he's super soft. Like, he has almost no evasion and no armor. So, and he doesn't have a lot of hit points, as you can see. Well, 125 actually isn't that bad. I don't know. He just seems to take a lot of hits. He's not bad for a strategy, a range strategy. He could be useful. So the other ones that I've kind of fallen in love with, though, even more so, and I think I found the Mummy is really, he's just a stress damage DPS god. He's so good. But honestly, the Banshee and the Wraith are both really good too. What I like about the Mummy is he can kind of tank himself as well, because he's got lots of block and stuff. The Lich has been underwhelming. I'm so disappointed. Like, he really is only good as a support character. There is a strategy where you can play with him and only 2 other minions, and then he summons a skeleton, and then he can actually sack that skeleton so he can actually be, he's truly a support player. He's actually your cleric, in a way, if you were to compare your undead army to your typical hero compilation, your hero teams. Your hero teams obviously will have a cleric that's like a healer of some kind, right? Well, the Lich basically is that, but the only way you can make it work is you reanimate a skeleton, so you have to leave a slot open, and then you sacrifice, and it basically gives all of your allies 30 vigor. So, but you can time it, you can make it work. There are even like little items that, you know, like improve damage or reduce damage based upon if one of your minions dies. So there are ways to kind of create a strategy that works. And I just don't know how powerful it is. So, wow, I have a click thing. It's like it's a fetish. Not a fetish, it's a tick. I don't know what to say. It's a problem. I have a problem. I just keep clicking. So the headhunter here is outstanding. Because he can just flat out kill somebody. Like his bounty ability, if you level it up, has a 50% chance to kill any enemy. Of course, bosses are immune, but geez, think about that. Half of the time you hit somebody with the attack, they're just gonna die. And even if they don't, it still does, as you can see, a crap ton of damage and ignores block. So just straight up, it's such a good ability. The rest of his abilities are good too. They're just kind of, they round out his being decent. So I don't know. I'm a big fan of him. He can be like your assassin character, right? And looking at, so the Blood Phantasm, strangely enough, I thought she'd be like a spellcaster, but she's not actually. She's just kind of a well-rounded physical damager as well. She's got some mass damage attacks, which is cool, AoEs. One of my favorites has been the Fallen Dampier, which I think you got to see before. We're gonna fight with her here in just a sec. Another one that's been underwhelming is the Bone Golem, and that's just because his abilities are just okay. He seems to be one who is tailor-made and designed, because he's got this one called Self-Destruct. It literally kills himself to deal a crap ton of damage to all your enemies. And that's kind of cool and all, but wow, do I really want to be wasting my minions like that? I mean, obviously he works well in a strategy with the Lich. So, you know, not too bad. The other one, the Lost Soul, I think is the worst character in the game by far, not even close. So it's just weird because the premise, the concept of this minion is that they kind of are tricking your opponent by giving them buffs that also have negatives, and then towards the end they can sudden reality, they can yank all those buffs away, and it gives all your guys a small damage boost. Wow, but the damage boost that she gives is so minuscule that it's not even worth thinking about. And on top of that, the buffs that she's giving them, just, I mean, they're not outstanding buffs. You know, like some of them are just like, give them a little extra accuracy, you know, give them some, well, that's actually for your own people, but, you know, just little things that aren't a big deal. Like you can give the enemy more initiative, which is never a good idea.
Unlock the true potential of necro.
Yeah. I'm talking here. You hush, Iratus. So, any rate, like she's just so, she's less than mediocre. So there you go. And then what? I didn't do that. Finally, we have the Ghoul, and she's another just physical damage dealer, assassin type character. You know, she's got abilities that deal damage. She actually has a decent buff attack or buff for your other guys, which is kind of cool. That's not it. Yeah, wait, it's a support. But where is it? Is it that one? Yeah, anyway, she's got some decent buffs. She's just not outstanding. Like, what's interesting that I've found is that we have this one, and this one that kind of all fill the same role, right? They all basically do the same thing with the vampire. I mean, the vampire is just okay. She's not bad. You know, she doesn't have any spectacular strategies. But just they're all these physical damagers. But straight up, I'd just rather if you're gonna have one that a physical damage focused critter minion. The headhunter is just heads and tails above the rest of them. And so it's like, why bother with the rest of them? And so pretty much all of these that you unlock, except for this guy. Oh, the Shade he's bonkers OP, especially if you use him in a team of 2 of them in tandem. Ooh. In fact, let me see him. I don't have any extra brains, so we are going to show you a stratagem that I have created with the Shade that I found very compelling. It's fun and powerful, and so we're gonna do it. We're gonna make a Shade, craft a Shade.
I will cast a long shadow over my foes.
I will cast a long shadow over my foes. Yes, of course you will, my darling. All right, so these guys, the Shades, are OP in the 2 back positions. You want to make sure that in the second position, you either have like a Wraith, a Banshee, or a Mummy. Anything that can do a massive amount of stress damage to your opponent. Or fear damage, whatever they call it in Iratus. It's, because you'll see here in a second. Well, I'll just show you. This ability is called where is it? Gloom Claws, and it basically is for each 1% of sanity that your target is missing, you inflict magical damage. That's 400%. So, and it doesn't miss and ignores ward. If you stat this guy up as quickly as possible with lots of luck, where you crit him up, and then you also focus your Iratus build so that you have high crit artifacts, and this guy crits often, he can straight up one-shot some of the biggest, even elite bosses. Not bosses, but elite enemies. And so yeah, it's just awesome. So yeah, we're gonna do that. You know what? Since the Mummy can kind of tank himself, we're gonna take him. Actually, no, we do want to level him up. So yeah, we'll put him in the front position. So we'll have extra stress dealing. Normally, you want to have the first position be like a skeleton or a Dark Knight or somebody who can tank, who can take a lot of damage. But we're early on in the game. The Mummy can do a good job here. And so let's do that. I keep saying, and so we're gonna quick save. Are there any? We got some talent points we could spend. What do we want to do? Minions receive +3 dread. Does not work on summon minions. Yeah, that will help this strategy entirely. We will take that immediately.
My command.
Iratus restores an additional 5 mana after each fight. That will also be
knowledge and will comes victory.
There we go. Moving on. And here's the fight. Yay! Ooh, an elite is in on this fight. Awesome. Let's take him down. All right. So here's the way it works. This ability right here moves him to the back and puts him in this spot where all successful attacks against your minions, they take 165% of the damage they dealt in stress. And so what you do is you do this guy like that, and these guys have really good initiative typically, which is really, really neat. Normally they have the highest initiative, but we just made this guy, so he's brand new. And then this guy is going to start by stressing out these first 2 guys. And then this guy is going to do the same pain reflection. See, all successful attacks against your minions cause the attacker to take stress damage equal to 150% of the damage dealt. So they swap positions, but their stance abilities are activated now. So then your dudes take a little bit of damage at first, but it does a lot of stress damage to these guys. it's mainly I do that just because having them both activated stances is useful. And the mummy here is going to go ahead and do a vengeance beam, which is going to do lots of stress damage to these fools. These foolish humans! They will soon join our army. So there's another ability the Shades have that I forgot to tell you about. That it doesn't show in their main screen. And I'll show you here in just a second. And that's one of the reasons why, it's one of the other reasons why I like them and think they're OP. So check it out, it's right down here. It's a special feature, right? So the skin of alabaster thing is an add-on, a piece of equipment he's carrying. But their basic feature is each time an enemy attacks a shade and misses, they will automatically take 150% magic damage in response. So they're really good on the defense, and that's really what you want to do. You just want to defense them up. And this guy can actually watch this. Let's see how this goes. Look at that. Look at how much damage. If that had critted, he'd be dead right now. And let's terror wave the whole team. And then let's gloom wave this guy. Bam! Vengeance beam.
Perish.
I can see my dog. This old blind guy is cool looking. He's like, was it? He's the doomsayer. We're all doomed. The end is nigh. All right. Oh wow, this guy's not supposed to be up front like that. What are you guys doing? So yep.
Doom to all.
That was a mistake on that guy's part, huh? So normally I try and keep these guys in the back because they can use this ability to swap places. But actually, I guess they can do it from any position, so that's pretty cool, actually. I like it. They swap places and they give each other evasion, an evasion boost, which is awesome.
One less annoyance in the world.
Yes, Iratus. I concur. Let's go ahead and see what we can do to this guy. Bam! Critted him. That guy died of a heart attack because it freaked him out so much seeing his friend have his soul sucked out. Ooh! The old blind doomsayer. He's all like, I'm gonna block that. Well, you go ahead and block that, sir. Go ahead and block that. We're gonna reduce your accuracy next turn. Except, oh yeah, you have wards too. Wow. Well, we'll death grasp you. I wonder if that debuff stacks. Let's find out. Oh, ouch. Wow, he got there. Wow. Okay, I thought we were gonna get away with a complete. Wow, that's pretty good. Actually, my problem is, wow, he got new wards and buffs. Intriguing, but he's out of ward now. So let's start.
Ooh,
Let's start
there'll
getting
still
him.
be enough left to reanimate.
Yes. I concur, Iratus. This guy is not scared of anything because he's already seen the end is coming. Woo! Ouch! This guy, I should have prioritized him. He's way stronger than they normally are. I had no idea they were that strong. But we got there.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
Oh, don't you be all cynical and grousey. All right, we need to get some people in here. Oh, these ladies are already all healed up. Let's get the shades healed up. What's it gonna take? What is that? I have no idea what that is. Interesting. Different. Not a character I've unlocked yet. We need to build a skeleton to start the arena. We have plenty of points for that. So, skeleton.
More bones for the dogs of war.
Build my arena, skeleton.
Becoming an undead eliminates almost all memories.
Now you gotta hang out in there forever and maintain it.
However, new knowledge can be taught through the application of controlled combat.
We need to get that one going too, so let's go ahead and make a sack of night. Where are you? Dark Knight.
The whispers within this structure could drive a mortal mad within moments. Even my undead heart begins to stir in its presence.
I think you're joshing there, Iratus. I don't think that's the case. I don't think your undead heart stirs at all. All right, how are we doing our artifacts that he's carrying? Oh yeah, these are all weapons. Yep, we're all fine. Okay. By the way, these are open up a lot of people. Oh no, it's per. Oh, interesting. It's per game session. Okay, cool. Well, obviously we can't take these guys because they're still all wounded. We need to put together a team of people that are not wounded. There we go. This girl is always good in the back. She likes to hang out in the back. She's scared. She's like the scariest looking of all of them, and she's also scared. All right, quick save. Ooh, wait. Is this one of the... Oh, no, this is the... This gives experience points, not... Well, which direction do we want to go, though? If we go this way... We could actually... Can we? Would we be able to go that way? Maybe not. I don't want to risk it. I want to get this quest. The quests are pretty cool, so we want to take a bunch of lobies because they're about to get some XP. In fact, we'll even pull somebody out of healing. Just give them XP. And speaking of XP, is anyone close? Ooh, the headhunter's super close. So we'll throw him. I didn't remember that I made one of those. Awesome. We'll throw him there. And then we'll go ahead and take this team. XP for minions. Yes, yes, yes. Sweet. Stats. I want to save up and get his initiative maxed. We'll wait. Dark Knight. Oh yeah. The Dampier's got a new ability upgrade. Unerring lunge that doesn't miss, that seems pretty good.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Nasty surprise. Okay. And, oh yeah, did we do her stats? Oh yeah. Wait, why are you giving, oh, because we didn't do her stats. Let's upgrade her initiative first. The vampire. She also gets an ability. Last time with the other one, I just did the critical extra damage, but I think I'm gonna do this stun one. That seems intriguing.
Results.
Oh, did we not stat up the mum? Mr. Mum? Mrs. Mum? Sure. Cool, cool. And I guess we didn't finish statting up her. She's, oh yeah, she doesn't have a lot, so. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, I usually go for the defensive one because that way, if he does get hit, he'll take less damage, which is cool. Although this seems really neat too. 200% damage. Let's be more assertive with this ability. We'll go for pain amplification instead of just reflection. Reflection. That's a word. Replication. But she looks cool. Who looks cool? I'm sorry that I missed your chat, Star Kitty. Which one is the one that looks cool? The Banshee? I agree, she looks cool. Are you talking about the vampire? Yeah, she's really cool looking. I agree. The Dampier's pretty badass too, though. I don't know. They all the dames in this game look pretty neat. This one reminds me of, oh my goodness, what was the name of that movie? I shall think of it. There was one of my favorite movies I've seen several times. In fact, I think I even own it on digital. Yeah, I will think of this game of it, but it's can't remember it off the top of my head. And finish statting this guy. More crit. More. Okay. Now. Oh yeah, we wanted to get this guy healing.